How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Mopar Insiders. Today we're going to take a look at the 2018 Ram Rebel. Now, of course, as always, I want to thank our friends at Abbotsford Chrysler for providing me this vehicle to review for you guys today. We don't receive press vehicles from FCA, so Abbotsford Chrysler does us a big favor by allowing us to take their vehicles out for, half a day and do a quick review for you guys. So if you live in British Columbia, you're looking for a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, make sure you check them out. Their information will be down below. Today, as I mentioned, we're taking a look at the 2018 Ram Rebel. This one's a little different from your standard Rebels, as the dealer has installed a BDS 4-inch suspension lift. A big thing since the 5th generation 2019 Rams have come out is a lot of people are asking whether you can lift a Ram with the air suspension. And the answer is yes. BDS did it for the 2013 to 2018 Ram, and I have been told that they are currently working on a lift kit for 2019 plus Ram 1500s with the air suspension as well. So there will be something coming for that. Now you might be asking yourselves, why are we reviewing a 2018 Ram when the all-new 5th generation 2019 Ram 1500s are already out on dealer lots? Well, we're looking at the 2018 for 3 reasons. One, we wanted to take a look at air suspension truck with a lift, so we could give you guys some information about that are looking into lifting a 4th gen with the air suspension or a 2019 with the air suspension. The second reason is that Ram has said that they're going to continue production of the 4th generation Ram, calling it the 2019 Ram Classic, which is going to continue into about halfway into next year. So if you're in the market, you prefer the 5th gen over the 4th gen, or you're just looking for a great deal on a truck, 2019 Ram Classic is going to be a good way to go for that. And the third and final reason is we've already reviewed the 5th generation 2019 Ram, which I'll put a link to in this review here. So we wanted to go back and take a look at the 2018s. Now this Rebel's finished in bright white. Of course, it has the black accents. The interior is all black instead of the black with the red. And it does have, as I mentioned before, a 4-inch BDS lift kit. And it's sitting on 20-inch fuel wheels wrapped in 35 by 12.5-inch tires. Now all that combined with the lift kit and the tire size, you're looking at a truck that rides about 5 inches higher than a standard Rebel. The BDS kit keeps all the air suspension functions intact. You can still use all your different air suspension heights, from easy entry exit all the way up into off-road mode, which I'll show you here in this clip. It's a little sped up. Now in easy entry exit height, with the larger tires and the lift kit, it sits about where a stock Ram 1500 4x4 sits. But now in off-road mode, the truck sits about 5 to 5.5 inches taller than a standard Ram Rebel. Now, I know a lot of people would say that the 2018 Ram 1500 is dated, and well, they would be correct. There's also two sides to that story. Well, the overall design has been the same since 2009. In 2013, Ram thoroughly overhauled the truck, giving it a new frame, the availability of the air suspension, which is a first in segment, and still is a class exclusive. They've changed the center stack, added the 8.4-inch Uconnect screen, new center gauge cluster with a 7-inch reconfigurable display. They added push button start, all kinds of stuff that still some manufacturers don't offer in a full-size pickup. The interior is also actually very nice quality, and up until the 2019 Ram 1500 debuted, the 4th gen Ram still had the best interior in the class. So, while it's an older truck, it still competes very, very well. If you're a value-minded shopper, the 2019 Ram Classic would be definitely a good way to go. The Classic will be limited to SLT, Tradesman, and Express trim levels. You'll also be able to get the 3-liter Eco Diesel and the 5.7-liter Hemi in the Ram 1500 Classic as well. Now, out here on the road, this air suspension, even with the lift, is very compliant. The truck rides very, very nice. It's nice and quiet in the cabin. It drives completely straight, even with the lift and the bigger tires. Now, going around corners, you're not going to be corner carving in this thing. This truck's quite a bit higher than a stock truck, and you will have some lean in corners, but the air suspension works very well. Even with the BDS lift, all the programmed features of the truck with the air suspension work. On the highway, it goes into aero mode by itself. If you're in off-road mode, it'll still go into normal mode when you reach a certain speed. Easy entry exit works. And of course, one of the nice things with the air suspension, especially with people, you know, that are shorter, have bad legs, bad knees, etc., is you actually have a button on your key fob so that you can lower the truck into easy entry exit mode without having to get into it. Now, I myself actually own a 2016 Ram 1500. I've got the sport model. I don't have the air suspension in mine. But I've had the truck for about a little over 2 years now, and it's been an excellent truck. It hasn't given me any problems. The 2018 still continues on with the same 5.7-liter Hemi V8, 395 horsepower, 410 foot-pounds of torque. Same ZF 8-speed automatic transmission that has been widely praised and is used in many of FCA's vehicles. And you've got a choice of a 321 or the 392 rear end axle ratio. If you're buying a truck with the aim of lifting it, putting bigger tires on, etc., you're definitely going to want to go with the 392 gears. It just helps pick up a little bit, keep that extra power when you put the bigger tires on at a lift. The 321 gears work excellent as well for a daily driver. Give you a little better fuel mileage on the highway. I personally think it's pretty negligible, the fuel economy difference between the 392s and the 321s. So for most cases, I'd usually recommend people go with the 392 gears. Now, the 392 gears will also give you the higher towing capability as well than the 321 gears. Other than that, for Rebel specific things, you've got this Rebel specific gauge cluster with a different font than the other Ram 1500s, which is also shared with the Ram 1500 Limited. You get this nice black trim here along the doors if you get the black package or it's red. And you get also a differently grained kind of leather on the seats, the door panels, and on the center console armrest here. The Rebel also gives you the black headliner and black pillars, which you also get in the Limited and in some of the special edition sports. Now for 2018, Ram put the FCA's new Uconnect 4C system into the Ram trucks. It's very familiar in the way it operates with the older Uconnect system. It just has crisper graphics, looks a little nicer, a faster processor, and they are compatible with Apple Carplay and Android Auto. So that brings the Uconnect systems up to today's standards and sets them up for the future. The Rebel also has this nice perforated leather and like a silvery gray stitching on the steering wheel, which actually looks very nice. It's a nice touch. Now comfort wise, the Rebel seats do have kind of a partial leather with cloth inserts and Rebel stitching in the seats. The seats are actually very comfortable. Full leather is available as an option on the Rebel. I believe starting in 2017 they did that. If you get the full leather, you'll also get the cooled seats, while the ones with the cloth have the just heat only. Now a cool thing about the Rebel seats that do have the cloth is that they do have the stock Toyo tire tread embossed into the fabric here. It's a cool little touch. I've actually been very impressed with the way this truck drives so far. It just goes to show how Ram has done such a great job keeping the Ram 1500s up to date, that even the outgoing 2018 model is still very competitive to the competition. Now with 5th gen trucks on the lot, they're definitely class leading in interiors, ride comfort, and all that good stuff. So it's not a bad time to pick up a Ram if you're looking for one. If you are a fan of the 4th gen body style, you've still got some time to get them, as Warren Truck is still going to be producing them up till midway next year. As I said though, trim levels are going to be limited to Tradesman, SLT, and Express only. And if you want the newest and the best and you don't mind spending a little bit more money, the 2019 Ram is definitely a good place to look. Overall, I'm very impressed with not only the truck, but the BDS lift kit for the air suspension as well. The truck rides very smooth, retains a lot of the stock qualities while giving you that increased ride height. And as far as the Ram Rebel itself, I can't fault it. It's nice and quiet, calm inside, very smooth. The Hemi, it's got a good amount of power. It's not class leading, but you're not going to really complain about power with a 5.7 Hemi Ram. Guys, thanks for checking us out here on Mopar Insiders. A link to our full review, which is going to go into more detail with the truck, is going to be down below. I hope to see you guys in the future. Please like, subscribe, check out some of our other videos, and we'll be back with more great content for you guys shortly. Stay tuned. Thanks.